Ya transfer for your D and Como Audo, na Kamia Quest, Bosumim and Sumu near Ira, a John Dramana Mahama Bemono, and no Masha say as a supper table, no tenure, the air tenny, and answer to a cry. Nina, if a dollar ni CD and nay, dollar no iron door, I must see a dim kunim, or dollar Meswa, and Yassam Kitokra. And I don't accommodate you more. And a Yabusa, former energy minister, or a Dr. Mato Boko Prempe, a NAPO at 2024, about to know and a running mate, and my year, Dr. Hard Murbom. Yabusa said, now dollar ni CD, Senegal for dear who see and yet to your master to tell oil first. So, Emma, ya brumate for being mononia daddy. Say no, Simu dollar ni CD no. And I say, Emma way and Ghana for that. And I say, any Samuel, you could never wear your de. Sentinel say, will be a bar bemu, a young fear nine, and your mahodo a year, a woman swing and some money at the day, no master and see quenemo. Now it will be a bubble swimming and son, not just $1 dollar, any CD. I just as a psycho crab ma. I don't know, Chess or some money, Jana, or in Chemo Pinan and their 2 jar, or say my young a year 7 months and compare a year 4 years in government. Young 9 10 or Matthew. Opoku prempe na po wade atu edwano yaba be transe na yedi ho enkomo.
So let's allow rationality to start sinking in, and we would see. Then we'll be able to compare governments. You can't compare a government that has been in office for 7 months to a government that is in office for 4 years. You heard the governor of the central bank talk that the enormity of the work that was done in the gold reserves has contributed to the buoyancy.
I didn't hear that though.
He said it. So things have happened in every government, and that gives you positive. At a certain time in another government, CD was the best currency in the world, right? I don't care
which year was
I don't care what the Samidian fees said. But there are videos. Now, let us see how the dollar is appreciating. Everybody seems to be happy.
Are you not happy?
Okay. Everybody seems to be happy. But look at the both sides of the equation. The dollar, the city has appreciated something by 34%. Right? The dollar has come down. If you tell me, I'm very, very happy. But if goods and services that were priced when the dollar was 15 cedis, the cedi equivalent is now even higher than when the dollar was 50 cedis. You begin to ask, what is not adding up? Like a bag of cement. It was 90 cedis before it went to the re-election. It's now 140 cedis. At that time, the dollar was 50 cedis. Now the dollar is what, 11 cedis?
We can't tell because it keeps going down every day,
yes,
every hour.
So let's say it's come now to 11 to 10. How do you justify a 90 cedi bag of cement at the dollar of 15 cedis and say things are getting better? And now the same cement. At that time, the 90 cedis was about $6 something, right? Now the 140 cedis is about $14.
Banana, that.
Granted, it's about 14, or if it's 10 cedis and it's 140, it's about $14, right? How do you justify that? The cedi is appreciating, but the bag of cement, the dollar value has gone from $6.50 pesos to $14. So when you are managing an economy, it is not the stop start. You have to look at it in total. When the finance minister went to Parliament, he talked about a dollar rate of 15 cedis. Based upon that, he did all his revenue projections, true or false. That's what he did. I'm happy for him. Now he seems to have reaped dollars, but he wouldn't get the equivalent in the cities. So if cocoa was bringing in $1 billion, and he was hoping to translate it to 15 billion cities, now the same $1 billion cocoa is bringing, because remember, the same $1 billion cocoa is bringing, we're not giving 15 billion, to give him 10 billion. You get my point? So what happens to his revenue projections based on the dollar? If you go to the port, those who are importing things are excited because the same dollar, the cedi equivalent has gone down, right? But I ask, has it translated to goods and services? Why is the PRC. So nearly 70% of the tariff is the dollar rate and how the dollar is behaving, right? And the dollar has come down so much, internationally and locally. And PRC hasn't had an emergency meeting to review tariffs. Because they are quick to announce tariff increase. So I would say let's frankly, I would say let's see the signs. Let's give the government time to do his first budget. And we will see in the first budget that if the dollar rate Acho, who did his budget in March, put it at 15.4 cedis, what dollar rate is he going to use? What it implies. So I'm very, very happy so that the dollar is coming down. But if you ask any economist worth his salt, he doesn't like a yo-yoing prices, a yo-yoing rates. He wants a steady state because businesses can plan, investors can plan.
Abusuani pa ekwoti ne yowura Matthew Poku prempe na poni ne ene twegu ye ne transna ne nsemo do ya tudwa no ye di eho enkomo na ye ne enkomo
de wo munie de Matthew Opoku prempe e ka no ahwa wo she political lens de a obeka se oye politics ana baby subun se o kan kore because o mampani ma ama ba adwasu yi afi na wadi bosume 9 ne akiri onya kore ni 5 months ne papa ko ednisi gaso 7th January in the 7th June and obenya 5 months and ameboa and about 6 months mom.
Yeah, almost 6 months, yeah.
Okay. 85 months, so they have 5 months. Na o de no kototo obi a obedi abemu 4 years and 8 years ya. I think say na o ye bogus analysis and bogus comparison. What I say?
Yeah.
Made the dollar no. I will still sit here and say what I know is the cause of the depreciation of the dollar in Ghana. I'm so I appreciate it. The factors, any other idea. Obia or was Bia, okay, what the emfa do share the entrenching. Said dollar air costro air from said the year canoa. It has not reflected in our pockets. It has not reflected in our daily buyings.
Sure.
As a 1 to be an air cost. So what I say, it's your case. Oh, dollar cost for my auntie, but sir, wabra cement that's here 140. Cement 140 cedis. Ebi the air papa 140 cedis. The air for crimes 150 is 110. As we speak, it yen $3 and kwame shase and more to sansan and sa. Intina free da semiba mato. Makache Ghana for so be enya butreu. Now this is not the first time a dollar aba from dollar ne buy bedru ACD.
Yeah.
Emma mini pebi kura anka e cost 7 cedi kura. I think we were feed year to 2023 or 2022. 2022 dollar ne be cost so pa.
Yeah.
E koya man ka yedru 17 cedis.
Sure.
And sen san by e san eba no e buy man ka be e ya bedru ayi or 7 cedis. Obi ya we many people ko e YouTube aduma obona ni ana nisuo ya besuo ene sa na emania ma no so atase eti mama ye ni dollar no
dollar na ba for say ba say ya bloggers so be kire wo
ai
say te fa de ba say be so be che
say na 15 nanka o ko yi na wanya 1.15 ya 1500 say no aba 10 cedis to wanya 1000 cedis ashere de nyam 500 ni nyina akwa dollar no tunu am 1 minute eno ya dia so eti no my ni nyi bebre na also the Bible calls it what shall it profit a man if you gain the whole world and loses your life. So when you say Japan in our show, it is $1 back from na Ghana ni ade the krona auto that should say ya 7 cedi that should say ya 5 cedi enema okoto cement na okoto ane board ne okoto bibia ye ho ane board ya na dollar na so tie no mfaso ne sen we na ekira wo say dollar no so at no eye artificial kind of because power house be for be na come about say they are not going to use the dollar to do anything again. So I'm afraid trade war no in say and one they are not say we shouldn't jubilate because some round table could translate come trade issue once we are the dollar will come back to rise. That's all rise. To unless I be a man who 6 months, 1 year, and so of idea trade one in more than be as one to once in there, and an able to a dollar no I stable tea, Jenny. There's as way artificial, you know, once I reflect over baby. Full a penny at Teswa. I know quite have a Jimmy, almost someone to Sonia. You're too patroma, and then I feel you cut your Tesla, say, spare pass aboard, now spare pass, no, a both fruit, no toy, and he knows I could talk for. I'm not say, we are not mechanical, baby, and me free at the Pojanshi ever. You're for Kana, I say, if free at the Pojanshi call Santas and K5, you know, or just 7 CD. That's now the name to 2 Mukra test for Colomogy says 80%. And as I did, ya Baba drew by head and so. I can't see into dinner. Was Sandy Cotta who see a foot and a car wire dinner. Or there's a Cotta who has your Sandy and a child before him, and your question. When Jimmy said, "I'm a man, I'm going to be no. Four no, what's the free
for our projection.
About 4 by head, it was any far so full lie. As I'm a frost than you could all drew. Suntress Hospital, near Sin Channel. Never just say, no, and never just say, just a visit. And I know, Mamma, crowd on you cross on the moon to a Domutia 10 CD. It's some cause supposed to be 5 CDs.
Yes.
And then, Tino, Sana Quacoba, any other may say, Maca. Sa petrol motis no se driver for no yama mote price no so say be ya sa tum bi mu a omuso ntumintum because our tesona so ante so a utum so e wo so otum aha na ka agina ho ko for the radinshia papa yi bibi o kan obi oba ya o kan bi ya adwuma wonu sa atoto mfa for ko for na bra ko for ta na bra be sin de anya adwuma sa ko for 5 how dare you so what I say na bibi ya adwuma ya to petrol kra ebi wa 2 months da bi ma driver for nto you say fuel mama nto fame enti say san etum bi mu a na mama to nto no so tisu bi o so ma driver for nso nte so na say balance na do tell ba ko is as person di gain ni ma na bi no na ko fa confusion ba here and there and ya be sin na do station for omo running tech to do omo so de la Peter Mpenya de omo bete so now I see 90 pesos.
I'm not who you know online said
yes, but almost 90 pesos, almost 10 cities. Any idea? Intimidate the American answer. My and of course, we na poor NPP. You don't expect him to say anything better, you know, about the government.
Oh, yes.
And the Sabi yes, Obin turn some face and Bushini and Tenia de Baco.
Right, I'm like saying, I have a comment, you know, go comment section. I say, MIA, Yakram.